You ain't supporting me, so I ain't supporting you. Like, I literally hate those type of people, and when people do that, because like I said earlier, people support in different ways. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Boom, 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 boom. My Millie Rock sucks, but you're back, and you know what that means? That means you like what you seen, and that means I'm happy that you liked what you seen. So I don't think I need to say it anymore, but just in case you forgot, and it's that day when you feel kind of slow, hit that subscribe button below. Welcome back, people. Welcome back. Welcome back to another glorious week. You're alive. Hopefully, you're feeling great. Everything is good. Good energy, good vibes. I'm sending that all through the screen to you. Go, 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 go. Because today is Motivational Mondays. Motivation Mondays. Motivational Mondays. Go Mondays. Go Mondays. Go. Go. Go Monday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Yeah, but enough of that. Today is Motivational Monday. So last week was the first video of my Motivational Monday. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you watch it. If you didn't watch it, make sure you go check that out after this video. Last week I talked about how losing my job helped me find my passion, which was YouTube. And I should have said it in the other video before, but I didn't. It's YouTube and going back to school. Like, well, obviously I like school. I'm a very smart young lady, but school and YouTube, I'm really good at those two. So I just put them together and I just stuck it out. But for today's video, I'm coming to you to talk about support. Support. Supporting is when a loved one, a friend, a close friend, a significant other, cousin, family member, or whatever decided to take a leap of faith to pursue a dream or open up that business or start their hair salon or whatever the case may be, and they look forward to you for support. Now, support definition for one person may be a different definition for another person. So that's why I say when people say support, I feel like the definition must be defined because every single person on this earth has a different interpretation of what support is, how it should look, who it should come from, and why it should come from that person. So let's just break those down. Now, for me, support is when I decided to take a leap of faith to do something. Like, for example, I decided to take a leap of faith last year to start my YouTube page. I was nervous, I was anxious, I didn't think I would get that many support. So what I did was make a whole separate page from my Instagram account and made another page just for YouTube because I felt like, oh, my other followers won't really care, this and that and the third. I don't want to disrupt them with all my YouTube stuff, this and that and the third. So I just decided to make another page. Little did I know that when I finally stopped being a chicken and decided to discard the second page that I made strictly for YouTube and just head over to my regular page, I got unlimited love and support from people that I didn't even think I would get support from. And it was just like, you never know who's watching you and you never know who's willing to see you do great big things. That's why I'm saying support will come as long as you support yourself. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, like you have to have support and faith within yourself for the people that are watching or you want to watch to have support and faith for you. Now, supporting goes a long way when you're trying to do anything, especially when you feel like you have good friends and good families in your corner, and you feel like hopefully when you put it out there, you don't have to tell them to support it because right off the bat they already support it. That might not always be the case. And I say this to say don't take that personal because, like I said earlier, people have different definition and interpretations of what support is. Another example. my definition of support wouldn't be to repost. Why? I don't know. I just don't like reposting. That's not my definition of support, even though that is a great form of support. And people that support my stuff and repost it, I fucks with you. I support it and everything. But for me, that just gives me like anxiety. It makes me swipe up to see more like who reposted to like who's posting it and who's watching, who's not watching. Like it just does something to my brain where it causes anxiety and I can't do it. I don't like it. So my definition of supporting is just showing up to that play you wanna do. Sitting in your chair to go get your hair done by you. Coming to one of your events. It's just like physical support. But so I've noticed not everybody supports like that. You have some people that just like support you from afar, support you from this corner over here, support you from there. And you just really can't get upset because support is support. And the people that support you, you're gonna know and you're gonna feel it. And you're just gonna be like, wow, they really do support me. I guess you just have to find which type of supporting you want to fit in your category. Yes. I never thought about it like that. So yeah. So supporting just basically goes, as you can see, a very long way. When you have support, magical things happen. Now, when you do not have support, the world seems very cold. It seems like your back up is against the wall, nobody cares what you're doing, and everything just seems really dark. And it just is like, why bother? And it's just like not a very good place to be in. But also, that creates motivation because 9 out of 10 times we're never going to get the support that we think we should get in our head, or it's not the support that matches our conscience when we want it to match our reality. So that just makes some people, such as myself, even go harder. It's like you feel like you have something to prove, and you feel like, well, if nobody believes me, if there's nobody in this world that believes me, there's one person who that might be, and that is myself, and I have this to prove, and I have this dream that I'm chasing to be the motivation to support me. So if everything else fails, I have myself to rely on. Because at the end of the day, whatever you want to do, it doesn't rely on the support of other people. Thing really means a lot to a person that's pursuing their passion, their dream, or something that they really want to do. Although we have different definitions of what supporting is, I feel like the person that wants the support should correlate that they want to give the most support to them and let them know like, hey, my definition of supporting is a little different than your definition. How do we combine the two? Because I find out that a lot of times when people have this vision of what supports to be and the other person has their own vision, it never really quite works out for them and they get let down. So I feel like if two people just come together and put their definition of support together, the world would be a less hateful place. Because like I said, people support at all different angles, levels, but when it all boils down to it, they are watching. And that's all that matters, and that's all that matters, and that's what's really important. At the end of the day, when you're working hard, you're putting countless hours into something you love. You want that support that's gonna kick in, and you just want support. So it doesn't matter if you still feel like you can do it by yourself. It doesn't matter if you feel like you don't need nobody. At the end of the day, getting support for something that you really put in the hours for, or something that is really you want to pursue, support goes a long way. And like I was saying, it would be less of a like, well, you ain't supporting me, so I ain't supporting you. Like, I literally hate those type of people, and when people do that, because like I said earlier, people support in different ways. And I feel like once people get that concept and understand it, they would be less like, I don't know, how do you say it? They would just be less like, well, since you ain't repost my business that I'm opening, I ain't reposting your hair or nail salon thing that you want to do. When it don't even be nothing personal like that. Like I said, people support in different ways. If I don't repost your story or whatever the case may be, that does not mean I'm not gonna pop up to your pop-up shop of your clothing line and not come out and support. I'm gonna be right there spending whatever little bit of money I got. Get a t-shirt, a hat, and I'm gonna take pictures in it, and I'm gonna tag you, and I'm gonna wear it, and you're gonna know because I was physically there. That's my way of supporting, physically being there. So you just have to find out how the people you love support and the people that you think fucks with you or support, and y'all like mash it together. Have an understanding that, oh, that's how you support me. I appreciate you. I'm sorry that I didn't understand your definition of support in the beginning. It won't happen again. But now that I understand that your definition of support is from afar or showing up in person or wearing my shirt and tagging me in it, I get it. I understand. I apologize. The world would be a less hateful place, and we wouldn't have these posts where it's like, oh, if your friend doesn't like repost a certain thing or this and that and third, are they really your friend? Sis, that's just not how I support you. Like, why do I even have to come on here and elaborate and tell you that that's like, why would that even cross your mind? Like, so what I'm saying is that, like, I guess it kind of goes back into the person you are, like, and how you feel. Like, starting a YouTube page was hard as hell anyways, and I didn't think that I would get the support that I would get anyway. So I was just more so like, I'm gonna do it myself. I don't care if nobody supports it. Da, da, da. And that's great motivation and all, but what about the days when you don't want to do this no more? What about the days when you're not getting enough likes or like views and you just feel like complete shit? So now if I didn't tell nobody I want to start a YouTube page, or whoever's watching me and want to start a YouTube page, if I didn't tell them, they wouldn't come in my DMs or they wouldn't have a sit down with me and be like, hey, like watching your channel, watching you do your thing on YouTube and this and that and third really inspires me. Or like, hey, I know it's hard because you don't have a certain amount of subscribers yet and this and that and third. But keep going, you will get there. Don't worry about that. Just keep making good content. How would I have continued? See what I'm saying? So that's why it's just important to communicate your level of support with your loved ones and the people that you want to support you. Needless to say that there are those that don't care about what you are doing and won't support your page for nothing. Like, they don't care. They'll just watch. But watching gives you a view. Watching gives you a count. Watching makes your time go up. It just doesn't matter. Even though, like, you don't think about those. You push those people to the back. Like, screw those people. Who cares? Like, they're gonna watch regardless. They're gonna, like, hate. They're gonna do what they have to do. But nobody cares. As long as you're secure within yourself, you have a stable team behind you, the support will come, the motivation will keep flowing. When you get more support, your audience of support will grow. And then when you have like a bigger audience, and you'll be so thankful and glad that you never gave up and you kept going. So that's how I say, don't be so quick to cut somebody off because their definition or your vision of support looks different than what you think there should be. Because you never know who's watching and you never know who's gonna slide in your DMs and be like, yeah. So you never know who you're gonna cut off that was a real supporter, follower, or whatever the case may be. Everybody has a different version of what their support is. So don't be mad, don't be upset. Just next time when you're feeling that way, ask. Make a thread on YouTube. Make a thread on Instagram. What is your definition of support? Actually, I'm going to leave that down below. So at the end of this video, in the comment section below, write your definition of what your definition of support is. So, thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to leave what your definition of support is. And thank you for watching my video to the end. And I will see you next Monday for more Motivation Mondays. Bye, guys.